do I like about myself?
What I find beautiful, I don't know.
Well, that's a good question. I don't know.
Beauty standards have existed for centuries. They do not only shape the way we live, but also the way we experience our bodies. Different factors influence what we see as the perfect body type. These beauty standards are created and rooted in our minds.
Standards are set in a society, and standards are set within cultures, and they vary within cultures. And what influences them happens to be our families, our friends, media, basically anything that we observe, we use that. There's a social comparison theory. And what Fesslinger was saying is that we compare ourselves with our environment just to kind of see how we're measuring up.
In the following, two people agreed to share their very personal stories about how they set and reached their goals. Both found the motivation to change their lives for the better. Let's see what they can tell us about their ups and downs on their journey.
Compared to other kids, I think I had to deal with body weight and health issues quite early. When I was in 4th grade, the doctor said to me and my parents that my weight is unhealthy and that I should lose some weight. Therefore, my parents and my family started to control what I was eating and how much I was eating. And from this age on, food and nutrition and health and basically, or mainly my weight, was a topic in my life.
I first started gaining weight in 4th grade in school. So there I discovered sweets and everything. I just ate them like hell all the time, and I really went fat. So in my puberty, then I lost my weight and I went back to normal. And then when I was 20, I gained weight until I was 22 to like 100 kilograms. The trigger that made me change was the father of my ex-girlfriend. So we were sitting on the couch, and then he told me, "Flo, you gained some weight." And I was like, "Hell no, I'm still at 80 kilograms." And he said, "No, you're not at 80 kilograms." And then he made a bet with me, when I'm at 80, when you're still at 80, I'll give you $100. If not, you have to start a diet. So we went to the scale, and I went down the scale and it was 100 kilograms. Actually, it was 104.5, and I was like, oh my god, I need to do something.
Throughout my teenage years, I was changing between being skinny and overweight in periods of sometimes only a couple of months, until I reached my maximum weight of 90 kilos when I was 18 years old. Okay, when I was 19, I was in my last year of school for my A-levels, and I planned to go to the US for 1 year after the A-levels and working as an au pair. And then you hear all the horror stories before, like you will gain at least 10 Ks in the US due to the food change and the country of burger and candy. And in my head, I never wanted to see 100 or the number 100 on the scale. Even though I was always quite self-confident actually, I would lie if I would say I was always happy with my body image. So of course, for myself, I had a lot of times in my life where I hated myself, where I found myself ugly and I wanted to change. I changed from having no proper meals a day, but only snacking whenever I wanted, to have 3 proper portions a day, so breakfast, lunch and dinner. And then I started to include fruits and veggies, and I learned a lot about the combination of carbs, fat and proteins. So I read a lot about it, and then I started cooking and preparing the meals according to the right nutrition portions.
So at first I started looking for a program or for a method to lose weight effectively and really fast. So I started with Almazet. Maybe you know it, it's like this powder. So you replace 2 meals with Almazet. And I did this for 2 weeks, and like the 3rd week I started doing it, I just started to vomit because I couldn't stand this anymore. I was exhausted. So I browsed on the internet and I found this legendary low-carb method. So eating 6 weeks clean, and 1 day of the week you can eat basically all the shit you want, like sweets. And I started doing this, and I did this for 3 months, and yeah, I lost 30 kilos in these 3 months, so I was at 70. And later on I started going to the gym, working out, eating healthy, yeah, and gaining some muscle. My discipline and motivation I found in my will to change something, because I wasn't satisfied with my body anymore, because as soon as I realized that I was at 100 kilograms, it was like, you know, this How I Met Your Mother moment when the mirror breaks. It was for me like the mirror broke and I wasn't satisfied with my body anymore, and I wanted to change something. I wanted to have six-pack abs, wanted to have like more muscles, want to be more attractive by girls, and I wanted to be like this sportive guy, you know, just like being able to do something, don't be exhausted after walking 1 kilometer. I just wanted to be able to do all these kind of things which I wasn't able to do anymore because I was at 100 kilo. And being at 100 kilograms really demotivated myself, so this was my motivation to change, that I just like wanted to be someone else or wanted to be a better version of myself. My family and my friends, at first they thought it was like a phase. They were like saying, okay, you're not standing it. I did not have really support from my family or from my friends. So basically I was cooking for myself all the time, so my family did not support me. They just like gave me the money to buy the food. And my friends, they were not understanding why I was not drinking, not eating sweets. They were like thinking, man, you have a nice girlfriend, why would you change? So I had no real support, so all the motivation was from myself. I did it all for myself, and now I'm still doing it for myself and not for my family or for my friends.
Obviously my parents wanted for me that I lose some weight and become more active and start eating healthy. And when I did, they were quite happy about it, and also I think very proud. So I think also thanks to my family and my friends I was actually able to go through this phase. Yeah, and then last year I started to run because a friend of mine, we wanted to participate in the half marathon in Cologne. And yeah, after 1 year of training I actually ran the half marathon, which in the beginning I never believed I would be able to, because the first run I did was 3 Ks in I think half an hour, so it's very slow. But yeah, after 1 year of training I made it. I want to stay healthy and fit now. I want to keep on doing sports. I actually like doing sports now, so in running I really found a hobby and a passion, and it's also fun for me now. I'm also interested in nutrition in general. I like to read about those topics, I like to learn about it. I like the clean lifestyle, but not because it makes me lose any more weight, but because it keeps me healthy. But I learned across the whole journey that you have to accept yourself and you have to like yourself despite from your look in order to be all happy when you lost your weight, for example. So what I want to say is that if you don't like yourself when you're overweight, you will not like yourself either when you're in the when you're normal or perfect weight.
Yes, when you want to start with the lifestyle, you should do it for yourself, and you need to have a really good plan. So ask somebody who's really into it and just ask him to get you inside of the lifestyle.
Yes, I am happy, but sometimes I think me and also for probably other people, you have to focus on being happy and to tell yourself be happy with what you have, because it's not only about your body image and not only on how many muscles you have or on how skinny you are, it's the whole personality which you should be happy about.
They both found joy and fun in a healthy lifestyle. The two of them struggled to reach their goals, worked very hard, and should be an inspiration to everyone who wants to change something about their body. And it looks like it's fun. So what do you like about yourself?
I always like my face and especially my eyes.
Maybe my hair. I like my hair a lot. I think my eyes.
I believe it's more about how I dress, how I carry myself.
The best part that I like about my body is my smile.
I actually like my hair because it's long. You can see that, but it's long.
I really like my abs.
I think I'm pretty
Why?
because I have the dress on.
Just because you don't fit into society's standards of beauty, it doesn't mean you aren't beautiful. Nothing makes you more beautiful than the belief that you are beautiful. Be your own kind of beautiful.